bapaknya Bang. Iya kan?
Is about to begin. Please have a nice seat and back to your position. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tabi pun. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Meeting Room Polytechnic Negeri Lampung. We proudly present the first International Conference of Agriculture and Applied Science, Polytechnic Negeri Lampung 2020. It's being a great honor for me, Marlinda Apriani, to be standing here and welcome each and every one of you in First International Conference of Agriculture and Applied Science with themes Contribution of Applied Science and Agriculture for Social Prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, over the next few hours, this meeting will provide you plenty of opportunities to discuss, share knowledge, and insight. Before we proceed the program today, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to Excellency, the Director of Polytechnic Negeri Lampung, Dr. Insinyur Sarono MSI, Excellency, a speaker from Management and Science University Malaysia, Professor Dr. Muhammad Abdul Razak. Good morning, Prof. Excellency, a speaker from Green Technology Partnership Initiative, Mr. Kim Kwang Yung, PhD. Good morning. Excellency speaker from IPB University, Dr. Anuraga Jayanegara. Good morning, sir. Excellency Director of Universitas Musirawaras, Profesor Dr. Insinyur Haji Fahru Rozi Zarkawi, MSc, as a co-host this conference. Excellency, distinguished guest delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable distinguished speaker, participant delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as our welcome greetings, we would like to present to you a traditional welcome dance choreographed to symbolize our dedication to welcome full of guests as from a special dance called Bedan Kipas. Please by Kampus Teknik Negeri Lampung.
sampai pagi hari yang ada po pedong tebis tadi niku jangan di mana sampai pagi hari yang ada po pedong tebis tadi niku ku tunggu dek
Thank you for Campus Ambassador Politeknik Negeri Lampung. Excellency, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to increase the spirit of our nationalism, let us sing the national anthem, Indonesia Raya. Audience, please rise. The audience, please be seated. For our program today to run smoothly, let us pray to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Prayer reading will be led by Mr. Sudio. Please welcome, Mr.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Arrahmanir rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا ناعمين حمدا شاكرين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافي مزيده. يا ربنا لك الحمد ولك الشكر كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك الكريم ولعظيم سلطانك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم أنت ربنا لا إله إلا أنت خلقتنا ونحن عبادك ونحن على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعنا. نبوء لك بنعمتك علينا ونبوء بذنوبنا فاغفر لنا فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ولوالدينا وارحمهما كما ربيانا صغيرا. اللهم يسر أمورنا كلها ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. اللهم يا ميسر كل عسير يسر كل عسير بفضلك وكرامتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك، ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك، ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا. اللهم متعنا بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا ما أحييتنا، واجعله الوارث منا، ولا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا، ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا، ولا تسلط علينا من لا يرحمنا. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما، وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما، برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اجعل بلادنا هذه إندونيسيا خاصة وبلاد المسلمين عامة فيه رحمة وبركة منك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع، ومن قلب لا يخشع، ومن نفس لا تسبع، ومن دعاء لا يسمع، ونعوذ بك من هؤلاء الأربع. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا، وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Excellency, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to the podium to welcome Beach. Anda.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Director of Polytechnic Negeri Lampung, Vice Director of Academic Affairs, Administration and Finance and Student Affairs Polytechnic Negeri Lampung, the Honorable Head Unit and Section in Polytechnic Negeri Lampung, Rector and Director from University in Lampung, especially Rector University of Musirawas, keynote speaker Mr. Professor Edi Yusuf from Management and Science University, Honorable Dr. Anuraga Jayanegara from IPB University, Honorable Prof. Kim Kwan Yung from the Green Technology Partnership Initiative, Korea. Thank you very much for your attention to you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to International Conference of Agriculture and Applied Science 2020. This is the first international conference which held by Polytechnic Negeri Lampung. Ladies and gentlemen, today Polytechnic Negeri Lampung recorded the history of carrying out the first international conference, which named the International Conference on Agriculture and Applied Science, ECOAS 2020. The theme is taken by considering the contribution of applied science and agriculture for social prosperity. The International Conference Agriculture and Applied Science 2020 present 116 presenter from several countries divided into several scope, namely agriculture, animal science and fishery, agro-industry and agro-business, economic science for innovation and technology, and food and science processing, and also one scope application of technology. Honorable Director of Polytechnic Negeri Lampung, we report that ECOAS 2020 is collaborating with Musirawas University by presenting presenter. It's about 16 presenter from Musirawas University. We sincerely, Director Polytechnic Negeri Lampung, asked to open the first international conference in Applied Science 2020. The last, I sincerely hope all our participants will enjoy this conference. And thank you for participation. And also, in this time, I invite you all to return and to join our ECOAS, the second in 2021. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for Mr. Agung Adichandra. It's now my dear pleasure to introduce the Director of Polytechnic Negeri Lampung, His Excellencies Dr. Insinyur Sarono MSI, to deliver opening speech. And afterward, we would like to request the Director to officially open First International Conference of Agriculture and Applied Science 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Director of Polynela. Please give a warm applause.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wa mursalin Sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain, amma ba'du. Firstly, let's thank and pray unto our God Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us some blessing and mercies, so now we can meet and gather in this meeting without any troubles. Secondly, may salawat and salam always be given to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from darkness to brightness, from Jahiliyah era into Islamiyah era. Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to International Conference on Agriculture, Applied Science, ECOAS 2020. This conference, the first international conference held by Polytechnic Negeri Lampung. Polytechnic Negeri Lampung is vocational education focusing on developing student applied skill and conducting applied research. We hope that applied research can contribute to prosperity of the society. This ECOAS expected to accelerate the dissemination of the result of the applied research. I hope this conference can become an arena for discussion and collaborating, gathering the latest research topic. This conference would have not been possible without contribution and hard work from keynote and invite speaker, all the author and reviewer, the advisory committee, as well as chairperson. Technical committee and organizing committee, allow to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to all of you. Also, I great appreciation to Musirawas University for collaborating to host this conference. However, due to COVID-19 and following the advice of local authority, the conference will be held through online or virtual meeting. And I would like to encourage the delegate to participate enthusiastically in all activities and interesting discussion through online platform during the conference. As the Director Polytechnic Negeri Lampung, I have the honor to welcome all the plenary speaker, Professor Abdul Rozak from Management and Science University Malaysia, Kim Kwang Yang from Green Technology Partnership Initiative Korea, and Dr. Anuraga Jayanegara from IPB University. All Indonesia presenter, participant to ICOAS 2020 conference. I sincerely hope that you will enjoy the conference, and thank you for your participation. Just this my speak, I do apologize to you all if I have a lot mistake. Thank you for your kind attention. See you later. That's all from me.
Can we please the director to beat the gong as a sign of opening the International Conference of Agriculture and Applied Science 2020, accompanied by the Vice Director, Mr. Dwi Puji Hartono, Ms. Ferziana, and Mr. Beni Hidayat, and the Chief of Research and Community Development, Mr. Agung Adi Chandra, and the Coordinator Committee, Ms. Fadila Marga Sati.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. International Conference on Agriculture and Applied Science at Polytechnic Negeri Lampung 2020. I open. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
For the director, the vice and coordinator committee. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, before we come to our main program, plenary session, we are now in a coffee break. Please be note that break is only 5 minutes. Thank you.
renungkan, kita diciptakan berbeda demi satu pesan yang sejuk untuk saling melengkapi. Memang tak banyak orang yang mengerti tentang ini, tapi ikatan batin kan menggema sepanjang waktu. Percayalah, kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Percayalah, kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Percayalah, kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Vokasi berjaya. Ada makna yang kan terungkap tentang perjalanan yang berat untuk kita ukir bersama. Jadi sebuah cerita pahit getirnya kisah ini, namun kuat dan menguatkan sebagai perekat setiap hati yang condong pada mimpi. Memang tak banyak orang yang mengerti tentang ini, tapi ikatan batin kan menggema sepanjang waktu. Percayalah, kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Baiknya sejenak renungkan, kita diciptakan berbeda demi satu pesan yang sejuk untuk saling melengkapi. Memang tak banyak orang yang mengerti tentang ini, tapi ikatan batin kan menggema sepanjang waktu. Percayalah, kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Vokasi berjaya. Ada makna yang kan terungkap tentang perjalanan yang berat untuk kita ukir bersama jadi sebuah cerita pahit getirnya kisah ini, namun ku akan menguatkan sebagai perekat setiap hati yang condong pada mimpi. Memang tak banyak orang yang mengerti tentang ini, tapi ikatan batin kan menggema sepanjang waktu. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Baiknya sejenak renungkan, kita diciptakan berbeda demi satu pesan yang sejuk untuk saling melengkapi. Memang tak banyak orang yang mengerti tentang ini, tapi ikatan batin kan menggema sepanjang waktu. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana. Pilih masa depan Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana, pilih masa depanmu di mana mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Vokasi berjaya. Ada makna yang kan terungkap tentang perjalanan yang berat untuk kita ukir bersama. Jadi sebuah cerita pahit getirnya kisah ini, namun kuat dan menguatkan sebagai perekat setiap hati yang condong pada mimpi. Memang tak banyak orang yang mengerti tentang ini, tapi ikatan batin kan menggema sepanjang waktu. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana, pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Baiknya sejenak renungkan, kita diciptakan berbeda demi satu pesan yang sejuk untuk saling melengkapi. Memang tak banyak orang yang mengerti tentang ini, tapi ikatan batin kan menggema sepanjang waktu. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana, pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana, pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita pernah berbagi air mata, sahabat jangan lupa bahagia bersama. Percayalah kita melegenda di sana, pilih masa depanmu di warna mimpimu. Jika kita
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to our main program, plenary session, who will be led by our moderator, Ms. Dian Puspitasari, SPD MPD. First of all, allow me to introduce our moderator, Ms. Dian Puspitasari. Ms. Dian Puspitasari is a lecturer at Polytechnic Negeri Lampung since 2005. Her bachelor degree at Unila, Universitas Lampung 2002, master degree at Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia 2012, non-degree at Asia University, Taiwan 2018, non-degree at Niagara College, Canada 2019. Her research area in vocational curriculum and tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Ms. Dian Puspitasari to lead discussion together with the keynote speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Marlinda. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Praise the Almighty God for the chance that we can get together here. Prosperity is becoming an issue since populations is growing up. Every nation in this world are busy struggling to make their people to live above the poverty line. However, prosperity is a multi-dimensions concepts. So it involves multi-disciplines to to achieve this stage of life. Okay, so every discipline has to contribute to create the prosperity. All right. Joining us today, three keynote speakers. The first one is it's supposed to be Professor Muhammad Abdul, it's supposed to be Professor Edi Yusuf, but however, he is not able to be here, and Prof. Muhammad Abdul Razak will replace him. Good morning, Mr. Razak. And then the second speaker will be Dr. Kim Kwang Yang from Green Technology Partnership Initiative. Good morning, Mr. Kim Kwang Yang. And the last speaker will be Dr. Anugara Jayanegara from IPB University. Good morning, Mr. Anuraga. All right. Since I don't have the curriculum vitae, I would like to welcome Mr. Razak Muhammad Abdul Razak to be the first presenter. To Mr. Muhammad Razak, the chance is yours. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.
To be here with you as one of the keynote speaker in the respected conference. Sorry, I was supposed to be Prof. Edi to present today, but he have some urgent matter. So I'm going just to replace him in this presentation. Okay, so at the beginning, I just would like to introduce myself. My name is Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad N. Abdul Razak. I'm from Iraq, from Baghdad, capital city of Iraq. I'm from working here in Malaysia in Management and Science University. My field actually more to the healthcare. By the way, my background is mechanical engineering. Okay, but recently we are just working about the healthcare in IoT, robotics, and a lot of implementation, especially in agriculture. Okay, and there's a variety of research. Actually, we are holding in our university in this manner. Okay, so I don't know, in terms of the slides, should I present the slides or the slides should share from your side?
Yes, you can share the slide, or would it be us, the one who share the screen for you, sir?
Okay. So just give me one.
And one more thing, sir. Can you speak a bit louder so that everybody here can hear you?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, my great pleasure. Just let me share that. Good morning. I think there's a problem with the internet here.
Okay, no problem then. We will be the one who share the slides for you.
Okay, yeah, please. Hello?
Yes, we are trying to. We are working on it.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Abdul Razak, while waiting for the screen sharing, are you going to present the same slide as Prof. Edi, or you have your own presentation?
Sorry. Your voice lagging actually.
Okay. So you are going to talk about
Actually, I'm going to talk about IoT in healthcare. How to fight.
Yes, that's a very interesting topic, sir. Okay, we are going to start in a moment. Okay, Prof. Abdul Razak, can you see the slides on your screen?
Hello? Yeah, I think now it's clear.
Okay. Yes, now you can start.
Okay.
The floor is yours, sir.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good morning all. All my fellow friends, my colleague there. Okay. So I'm just going to talk today about the role of the Internet of Things in how to manage the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. So next slide, please. Okay, so this is the biography for Prof. AD. Okay, okay, so this is our, actually, this is our team. So for the next slide, please. Yeah, actually, this is my team. This is from Indonesia. This is students from polytechnics, Indonesia, from different polytechnic. I don't know how to speak it in Indonesian. Palemban, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so from many polytechnics. So this is a group. Many of them working in robotics part, and many of them working in implementation of agriculture drone to fighting COVID. Okay, so this is all in all this group from Indonesia actually, and currently they are working in JGU, Global Jakarta University, as they are part from MSU. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so when we talk about COVID, okay, now what we can see is that all of the world is infected by the situation, okay, about the COVID, and we can see the crisis and affects all in terms of the economic, in terms of health affected, in everywhere actually. It's very obvious, and we can see all of us now we are working from online because of this situation actually. So we can see it now very obvious. It can every family have lost one, two, and if not lost, at least affected and suffering a lot. Okay, and the number of this COVID is really increased day by day and day by day until we can see in the statistic in the next slide, please. Yeah, as we can see it here, this is more than 40 people infected actually by COVID, and more than 1.5 million was dead because of this. So is when you look at to this map and this statistic actually is really serious issue, really serious issue. That's what's happening in the world now. Okay, so based on this actually, it's motivate us to work and to support the frontliner, because actually this is the task not only for the frontliner only, this is for all of us as we are a human, how to help our community, how to support our society. Okay, so in this study actually, can you just next slide please? Okay, in general when we talk about the COVID actually, for the COVID actually it's have four symptoms. Okay, this is the main actually, fever, cough, shortness in the breath, and sore throat. Okay, so but now if we talk about the symptoms, for the first symptoms we talked about the fever, because this is the common symptoms actually. Okay, once we want to talk about it. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so in general now, if we can see it in all the shopping mall, in the airports, in all of the places there, usually when we start our research during this time, the only things they use the infrared gun. Okay, the infrared gun, when the health officer just to bring the gun and just take the the temperature of the people. If we can see it here in the picture, okay, the health officer is very close to the people and really in touch with the people. Okay, so then there is a lot of cases. Okay, for the health officer was infected by the people, and some of them they are actually carriers, but they don't know. They are carriers because there is no any symptoms there. So it will become very dangerous. Okay, a lot of cases have happened to the health officer. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so from our parts, we are as working within the healthcare sectors. Okay, how should we support? How should we support this situation? Okay, don't say this is only the frontliners' job. No, we are human. We are sharing this world together. Okay, so we have to put our touch there. We have to support. Okay, for in this study actually, we in MSU with the what to call it, with the collaboration with JGU. Actually, we are working with five. Actually, we are working with five different projects. Okay, one of them is about the smart helmet. One of them about the drone. One of them about the drone. One of them about the smart glass. Another one we talk about the thermal capturing. Okay, so when we talk, okay, for when we talk about the smart helmet, okay, we talk about the smart helmet and the smart drone. What's the difference between them? Can go to the next slide, please. Okay, so this is basically this is how the principle of the smart helmets work. Actually, it's a normal helmet. Okay, and actually have two camera. Okay, one camera is one camera is about is optical camera. Another one is a thermal camera. Okay, for the thermal camera, usually do scanning. Okay, once go for the face detection, for the face detection, it can go to the to check the temperature. Okay, to check the temperature. If the temperature is exceed to 37, straight away we'll give like caption the face that's detected and give alarm and send to the database. Okay, so it can make it more easy to the health officer to track. That's we can say it at this term we can get like a suspected case. Okay, because as we know, this is the main symptoms actually, and the major symptoms for the COVID is about the high temperature. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so what's inside the helmet actually? As we can see it in the front, is like a thermal camera, and beside that is the optical camera. Okay, and inside that box, what we have? Actually, we have a microcontroller to do the logical the logic part. Okay, and how can be controlled? Okay, how can give the orders here and there? Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so just give me 1 minute, not 1 minute, 1 second, just to show you the element itself. So this is the helmet. This is the helmet, okay, and here is the cameras. This is one camera, and this is another camera here, okay, and this is the box, all the microcontroller here. So once it's where and the health officer can move and can work with it. Okay, in different way, but in the same concept, we can talk about the drone. The concept of the drone is the same actually, but the drone, it can work in open area. It can be work in open area like stadium, like any open area. It can be fly and do the same screening process. Okay. Besides that, actually, we add on one features there. We call it Google location history. Okay, what's about the Google location history? Google location history actually, once we have the database for the infected, okay, what we can do, it's the straight away can capture the picture and can do face recognition, and from the face recognition, if we have a database, so straight away can give the information about that person. Then that person can be tracked for the last three days. Okay, he went where, he involved in where, what he has done. Okay, so it's somehow it can be kind of monitoring and can be to check if you have with the friends, so it's be more easy to track the other people. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so this is the drone. Okay, that's been done by my students, actually. Okay, and this is the concept, how does it work? Actually, when you use a VR, when using the VR process, it can be control the camera. How is the camera? The movement of the camera here and there, how can monitor by using the VR only by rotating the head. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this is the software. This is the software we can, what we can see it here is the thermal camera. The thermal camera can, once we categorize in sectors based on this square. This is the temperature. This is the temperature. Okay, now when you will see why these products we can see it in China and already released in the market. Okay, what's the difference between this product with another product? Well, actually we replace the thermal camera, the high quality or high resolution camera by using thermal sensor. The thermal sensor is only about to detect the temperature. No need to get the thermal map actually in general. Okay, but at least I can get the temperature. So that's why we reduce a lot of the cost. Okay, if we can see it here in the app. Okay, straight away is the optical camera can give give face detection and put it in square part. Okay, then it will give like a reporting. Okay, this is the temperature, this one. Okay, and can see if the temperature exceeds 37, straight away will give alarm and will become in red color. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, and this is the software as we just said now. Okay, it's become red color and give alarm, and so straight away can give the details to the health officer. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this is about the Google location history, as we just said it now. Okay, at the beginning, actually, we need to have a database. Okay, I think that's if we have a database, so straight away from the face detection, can we refer straight away to that person? So this is belong to that person, and he has done all these things. Okay, so it will be very easy and very easy to see what's going on about the process itself. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, for now, if we can see it here, we have done actually many tests. We have done many tests, and we have compared the results between the IR gun and with our product, and we can see the difference between them. When you use the IR gun, okay, and our prototype, we can see the difference is between 0.5, 1.5, even 2. Okay, what's the difference actually? The difference is the distance. For example, this helmet. We'll talk about the helmet itself. So it can be detect between 1 meter to 2 meters. Okay, based on the details, but we have it here. Okay, so it's easy, can be detect between 1 meter to 2 meter. The rate will be acceptable. Over 3 meter, the result will be not correct. Okay, next please. Okay, so now when we talk about this product, why we have to use it? Okay, number one is less human interaction. That's mean when simply when I just wear the helmet itself, okay, I just move in the markets, I can move in anywhere where's the target place. Okay, no need to go one by one. This will be like a mass scanning. Okay, crowd scanning actually. It can be crowd scanning. So there is no one by one. Okay. Besides that, we can say it is less human consuming. That's me. Less time consuming. Less time consuming mean no need to do one by one. Okay, like a queue and put the gun one by one, one by one. Okay, so no need to go with all this process. Okay, it can do like a one shot, and based on that we can do screening. Okay, one more thing, we can do it also for the large area coverage. Okay, large area, we can say it is like when, for example, the drone is can scan for many meters. Okay, in one shot. Okay, not like if you can try to do it by the gun one by one. Okay. Furthermore, we have also reliable data. Okay, for the reliable data, actually we have the system. It's easy, can get the information about the person who has infected. It's not, we can say not infected, we can say suspected, because this is the plenary detection. Once we have the high temperature, then we can do the further test actually. Okay, so once we have the data for that person, so it's very easy for us to track the surrounding area or surrounded. He mixed up with whom. Okay, next please. Okay, now for example, when we talk about the one in the market, okay, when we talk about the one in the market, for example, when we talk about the helmet, okay, this is the type of the helmet. It's usually now in the market. Okay, we can see the prices between 5,000. This is ringgit actually, RM. Okay, and our product is a huge difference. It's very huge difference. Actually, for our product, this is only the product, the price of the product actually. Okay, so if you look at to the price itself, so the price is around 10%. What's about in the market? When you say why that's a huge difference. Actually, they use some kind of camera like MLX camera or another thermal camera. It's not only like a normal camera. It can do mapping, thermal mapping. Okay, for our case, no need to do with all these things, because our target and for the product is only to know the temperature. Actually, I don't want to need where is the heat distribution here or there or there. So while we're using this kind of product, so it's easy, can drop the price. Actually, really can drop the price. Okay, so when the same thing is happened to the drone. Okay, now the drone, the system is the same. The system will cost around 500 ringgit. Okay, but why the price is a bit higher? Because it's about the drone itself. Okay, it's about the drone itself. So we can do in multi application, and the same system actually is like a box. I just give me 1 second. Okay. So luckily I'm in my office today. Can share with you. Okay. So for example, this is the box. Okay, we can see it here. We can see it here. The camera and the thermal camera. This can be in the drone, and if we can put it also, for example, in the robots, it can do the work also. It can be also in the robot, and robot can just moving here and there and can do, especially in the hospitals, which is for the quarantine people who has infected over there. Okay, next please, next slide. Okay, for the market, actually, it can be worked in the government agents and in education sector and public transport, and can be in any commercial place like a shopping mall, hypermarket. It can be in all those areas actually. Okay, next please. Okay, so can you allow me just to share the one video? Just allow me to share a video. To show the principles.
As a co-host, so that you can share the video.
Okay. Where is it? Here. Excuse me, can just allow me to share the screen, please?
Yes, we've done that, sir. Would you please try one more time?
Excuse me?
Sudah. Yeah, now you are able to share your screen.
Okay.
Does it work? Okay.
Okay. Okay, so just let me allow me to share the slides from here. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Well, so now, as we just discussed now about the how can the IoT can implement it in terms of detection. Now we are going to go with the disinfection process. Okay, when we talk about the disinfection process, as disinfection process actually, as we know, the COVID is mainly transmitted by the aerosol, and a droplet is come from the infected while they sneeze or cough, and those droplets actually can be maintained on the surface for quite long time. Okay, and until now, actually, there is many research, and it can be different from part to part. It can be, for example, some research they have done, but it's not accurate yet, to be honest. But it's still ongoing research about how can be that viral can be how long can be stay there on the maintain on the surface. Okay. Nowadays there's a lot of method they're trying to do, but everything is usually they do it manually. Okay, so now in our case, we are, as you know, we are working in this field. What's our contribution to help? Can we serve this community, and how can serve this society? Okay, now we work about four type of the IoT system to covering to help to cover a wide area. Okay, like studium, universities, big universities. Okay, in short time and with less human interaction. Okay, and now we're working here with the spray disinfection drone, fogging disinfection drone, spray disinfecting robot, and hand sanitizer dispenser. Okay, now when we talk about the spray disinfection system, when we talk about the spray disinfection system, this system is this drone usually is used in agriculture. Okay, this is drone used in agriculture to spray the medicine, just to fight the I don't know, the mites or the kind of, you know, the diseases. Okay, what's happening in the trees. Okay, so usually they use this kind of drone. In our situation, we use the same technique, but we will put chemicals. Actually, this is ongoing research. So this one is can have a bleach. A bleach is like chlorine with 1% and 99% is a water. Okay. Besides that, actually we have a camera and a speaker to monitor the situation, to monitor what's going on. Okay, because actually we try to avoid to direct contact to the human. Okay, so we can do scanning, okay, and screening by the live stream, by the optical camera. We can check if there's any human, we can talk to them, okay, from, you know, by using IoT system. So we can use please go or enter inside your house, okay, because we are going to do disinfection process. Okay, when we go to the next system, okay, sorry, this is the video just to show the principles. Okay, how does it work? Okay, so for the next process, we can talk also about fogging system. And this one, for the fogging system, actually, when we talk about the fog, is the same principles. The same principles for the disinfection drone, the spraying drone. Okay. When we talk about the drone itself, it's have like a fogging system. Last time they do it also manually. Okay. This one also, the drone itself, we use it in agriculture. The drone also use it in agriculture. Okay, to fight the same situation, like fighting the mice. I don't know. I'm not specialist in agriculture, but we just we implement this technique in our research. Okay, in terms of fighting COVID-19. But when we talk about the drone itself, it's like give like stream of smoke to kill this kind of the COVID-19. Usually, this one is not suitable to use it inside there, like a home or closed area. This is can be like stadium, open area. Okay, it can be it can be quite easy to clean up all a huge and open area. The same thing here. We have like a fog pipe with the speaker and optical camera. Also the same situation. And also we have VR, virtual reality, to control the camera and to see what's going on inside the camera. Okay. Also we have another research about the spray disinfection robot. Actually, this robot is the same sequence. Actually, it's the same sequence. Last time we worked about the firefighter robot. We use the same technique. We use the same technique in terms of using the to use it as disinfection system to spray the liquid inside the area. Okay, we can do it in the. This can be done in the hospitals. Okay, the quarantine area. It can be in the also universities. It can be. This is actually is autonomous, so we can just on and it can go by itself. Okay, so no need to spend the time, and especially for some people, some area with suspected people there or infected people there. So it will be really difficult for us to, as a human, to go inside. So what we can do, we can just simply send the robot. It straight away can move on. This is a planetary research. We have done it, but there's ongoing research is going to have like a communication system, like a screen and like microphone with a camera, and also we will add on UV lights there to make it like a one integrated system. Okay, so when we talk about the hand sanitizer also, this is a group of my students working with this project. Hand sanitizer, sometimes we need to avoid direct touch. For example, if when we talk about this is spray, when I try to spray my hand, so it will be direct touch. When I put it on the table and everyone need to just spray and spray and spray, what will happen? Straight away it will have like a touching the same area. So I don't know, that person may be infected. Okay, and another person will get infected by him and influenced by him. So what we have done here, it's like a sensor, ultrasonic sensor. Okay, straight away once we can just put the hand close, so it can straight away can dispense the chemical, okay, or the liquid. Okay, so this one can be like a portable, can move around. Okay, like can put it in the restaurants, can move over there, or we can put it like a stationary, stable on the table. We can put it there, and we can just use it. Okay. So now, if we want to talk about the precise, fast diagnosis of novel COVID-19, is really play a critical role in the global health, because some people they don't know they have carriers, but it's going to cause a lot of issues later on.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry to interrupt.
Besides that,
You have 5 more minutes to finish your presentation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, it's almost done. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so and also when we talk about the disinfection technology, it's really can help a lot of people. Okay, because we don't want to sacrifice our beloveds, frontliners or families there, and to send them just to do those jobs. And believe me, there's a lot of cases. Okay, while they're doing their job in terms of doing the thermal detection, and also while they're doing the disinfection process within with the infected area. Okay, so when we work together, when we support each other, we can help our society. We can help our community. Where as a human, every one of us have to have a touch in this life. Okay, so this is ongoing research. Okay, this is the published paper about about this topic. Okay, this is the with of course working as a team together. This is 4 papers here, and also this is another 4. So total 8 research published within this area. Okay, and this is the book also published with Prof. Eddie. Okay, and with the team. Also, we talk about the advances in terms of the COVID-19 detection system based on IoT technology. Okay, so within these things, I think that's all for me. Thank you very much for the listening. And sorry for the for the technical issue. Luckily now the internet's stable now. Thank you so much. Any question, most welcome.
Muhammad Abdul Razak. That was a very compelling presentation. That's a very up-to-date situation. Now, the situation is not over yet. We are still in that frightening situation. And particularly interested on the insight that IoT to detect those who suffer from COVID-19. And we do hope that this situation will over soon so that we can go back to our regular
Sorry for
life.
the master ceremony. The sound is really lagging actually.
Oh, okay. What about now? Yeah, okay. I just thank you for the presentation, for the very interesting presentation. And for the participants, if you have any question, you can just write down on the chat box. Don't forget to write down your name, your institution, and your question. And the question goes to who are you going to ask the question for? All right. Without further ado, I would like to invite the second presenter. Yes, he is Dr. Kim Kwang Yang. He's from Green Technology, and he is a senior researcher, and he is also director of Green Technology Partnership Initiative Indonesia, and he has been doing so many research on green technology. And in this occasion, I would like to invite him to share his expert opinion on excuse me, yes. Yes, I would like to invite Dr. Kim Kwang Yang to give his presentation on science and technology innovation sharing in Green Technology Partnership Initiative. To Mr. Green, the chance is yours.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Can I start? Should I do?
Okay, Mr. Kim, now this is your time to present your article. Can you hear my voice clearly?
Yeah, yes.
Should we make you a co-host so that you can share your screen?
Oh, I'm now using the mobile style. So I cannot upload. Let me see let you know my slide. Next slide. Is it okay?
Okay. So we will be the one to share the slides for you, sir. Yeah. Panitia yang kedua. Slides, Mr. Kim, please.
Could you upload my slide? I already sent you my presentation material. Yeah.
And Prof. Kim, can
Prof.
you
Kim, can
speak
you
a bit
speak a
louder
bit louder
so everybody
so
can hear
everybody can
you?
hear you?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hai, apa kabar?
Baik.
Selamat pagi.
Pagi,
Yeah,
Mr. Kim.
Yeah. Very nice to meet you. Yup.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, everybody. I hope everybody you stay stronger than yesterday. Every day, you stay calm and peace. All right. Yeah. Today I'm gonna share my presentation material. I set up the title Science and Technology Innovation Sharing with Indonesia in GTPI, Green Technology Partnership Initiative. I'm now working in the Green Technology Partnership Initiative in Indonesia. The center was established 2019 by the support of the Ministry of Science ICT in Korean government. So today I'm gonna sharing STI in Green Technology Partnership Initiative. You can see the next slide. Regarding the agriculture science, applied science, already you got the notion of the concept circular economy. Circular economy, there's nothing, it's waste. And where the natural resources are managing sustainably. Biodiversity is protected. We are already given from the heaven, from the nature, all of them. Nothing can be waste. Everything, the waste energy, we are approaching. How can we do? What is the strategies needed about that? This is my title presentation today. Concept is the circular economy. You can see the next slide. There are many value of that in ICT, science technology in innovation sequence. As you know, there are many technology readiness index from 1 to 10. Technology 5 is that are covering technology development and technology demonstration. Finally, our goal is a technology diffusion and distribution. What that means is our research and development. Finally, I hope to move to technology, the technology demonstration. Our center GTPI would like to try to apply many of them into demonstration in Indonesia. From the taking the performance result from the R&D, finally, we are hoping to technology distribution, such as technology transfer, technology marketing. In order to that, there are two, much more, there are many gap and difference between the government support and public approach and the private sector investment. You can see that there are STI, science technology innovation gap. How to do, reduce the gap, how to do, the shorten the difference to, public approach and private approach. There are many, sharing is needed. We have to know, understand what is the risk, what is the resource, what is the value. Indonesia has many resources from the natural and from the human resource. In order to make a value sharing, in order to the generation generating of the value of them, we have to understand how to risk management. So we have to make a bridging the difference and the gap. That's why I think it's a GTPI was needed establishment in Indonesia.
Terus akurat gitu.
What I want to say, partnership, initiative, green technology partnership initiative is needed partnership in R&D platform.
Ini bahan hijauan dianalisis mas.
Can I do continuously? Is it no problem?
You can continue the presentation.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Kim, you can continue the presentation.
Okay, let me do
But
continuously.
your voice is very soft.
That's why
Can you make it louder, please?
our headquarters from Seoul, the center is the Green Technology Center. The center establishment Green Technology Partnership Initiative in Indonesia. That's why we are focusing on the partnership initiative. There are partnership among public, private, university, industry, local community, even local people. Have to be based on the R&D and D, and one more D. That's why I'm gonna say R3D. The concept is the research and development and demonstration and distribution. What I call the R3D is needed based on the platform, science and technology innovation, open innovation platform. This is our main quotation we want to express, we want to emphasize. This is what I want to say, STI, sharing. As you can see that our GTPI would like to promote multi-cooperation in green technology-based project and policy. You can see the next slide. You enjoyed a lot of our vision and objective, key role and function and participants. Our goal is the promotion, demonstration, green technology high performance from the Korean side. There are many public R&D performance in Korea in the field of the science and technology, innovation, agriculture, applied science, biomass, waste energy, something like that. So we are going to trying to R&D and D, research and development and demonstration in Korea, in Indonesia. Another one, globalization. There are cooperation between Indonesia and Korea. Also, we are going to providing many service, information, knowledge about new renewable energy, but how to biomass in the field of agriculture. Finally, we are trying to providing capacity building program between two countries. It's needed that many cooperation. There are government research institutes. There are, for example, BPPT in Indonesia, headquarters in Jakarta. And also, I heard about the branch office in Lampung, BPPT. Also, we cooperation private firm, also local community, local government, and the local industry, as well as local, non-government organization, including international organization. There are many IO in Indonesia, such as ASEAN Secretariat, ASEAN Center for Energy, UNDP, something like that. So vision and mission, next slide, GTPI we hope that can be platform for for science and technology innovation for the Indonesia resource recycling social development. Next slide, you can see there are our the mission statement and vision statement. Our vision statement is the trying to cooperation for Indonesia resource recycling social development. Especially, I hope there are Lampung support. We hope to trying to Lampung's resource recycling social development by the cooperation co-R&D and demonstration. You can see the next slide. You hold my sentence, vision and mission and GTPI. In order to the realization vision, we're trying to cooperation green technology-based project and program and policy to the sustainable development in especially in Sumatra. I hope the Bandar Lampung. The first goal, we are open innovation platform for STI, including agriculture, including biomass energy. The second thing is they're trying to support society development of resource recycling in Indonesia. The third one is we are trying to expansion of the scope of the interest beyond the circular economy. Circular economy is covering hope to that are based on renewable energy, sustainable water, climate smart agriculture, and how to respond disaster resilience in Indonesia, especially in Sumatra, from the Banda Aceh to the Bandar Lampung. So, in order to implementation, we got the agreement with the BPPT 2 years ago. At the time, we set up our cooperation agenda, such as the circular economy, renewable energy, sustainable water, and climate smart agriculture, including fishery, agriculture. Finally, we got the how to respond to natural disaster resilience region in there. Especially, I got some information from the Sulawesi tsunami, specifically Palau. That issue, including that issue, we are going to trying to demonstration of the R&D performance from Korea, and finally, technology commercialization in specific local government in local community in Bandar Lampung. Next slide, our strategy. This is a still concern. Very, our homework is still my concern agenda. Very important is how to integrate the plan and support for green technology, project development. That is strongly have to be based on the demand your local community, right? So we're trying to understand and hear from the Indonesia, what the demand, what the real needs based on the people needs. The second thing is how to no. You can see the before slide, before and before. This is now I'm the implementing strategy of this GTPI. The second strategy is how to demonstration green technology innovation policy. The strategy, third strategy, how to increase your institutional capacity as well as the individual capacity development. And the final strategy is you hope to make a sustainable business model generation. While you using demonstration R&D, finally, you needed the sustainable, business model needed for your, income increase, local community, quality, enhancement. Yeah, this is a slide that I already told you our cooperation have to be including community and people. That's why our methodology is the quadruple helix model. Our GTPI have to be cooperation, university, government, and industry, even citizens. Citizen is needed, the local community, local people. The quadruple helix model presents from all members of the society, right? From public authority, the industry, academy, and citizen. Using this concept involving all of them local community, the development of the innovation can lead to more successful and more sustainable. So now we are cooperation with the UNIRA in Indonesia and also gonna do cooperation in KAIST, Korea, Anyang University. Also, your cooperation with the Indonesian government, Indonesian the industry sector, also Indonesian people. Especially, we are trying to hope to, supporting, student of the UNILA, when it comes to using, torrefaction technology into make a pellet development. I hope that finally make a scale up and the commercialization stage for the development sustainable business model for the income increase. Next slide is our the activity of our GTPI technical support. Yeah, technical support mean the technical assistant program and development, how to budgeting from the fundraising from the international organization, and also for the local government, central government, and also significant monitoring technology assistant. Second, R&D, also there are too much emphasis was done, information sharing with you, based on the needed technology finance matching. Capacity building is needed. You can see the right slide, stage 1, 2, 3, got the horizontally, vertically R&D, technology assistant, and information service capacity building. There are 4 of the activity of the GTPI from the stage 2, 3, all of them should be interconnectivity. When it comes to R&D, have to be connected to the capacity building. Capacity building have to be sharing the good information knowledge to the people, to the student, to the policymaker. That is the information service. When providing good program to capacity building, the people and the young scientists and engineers, they are feedback to our good innovative research agenda. They can be, we are supporting you some budget for making the technology based good project. That's why R&D, RD&D, and the capacity building and information service sharing have to be finally moved to new project development for the R&D and demonstration. That's why I'm going to, what I want to emphasize, there are from the R&D, RD&D, through the capacity building and the information sharing, finally, I'm gonna hoping to make a technical support, technical assistant, then main is the new project, grand project development by the supporting between Indonesia and Korea government, including quadruple helix model approach. There are so many the circular economy based project in Indonesia. The first one is the biomass to energy. This is a project still now. We are cooperation in Lampung, Bandar Lampung, UNILA, right? So you can see the slide, the biomass energy. The title of the project is production, clean fuel with biomass energy. Cooperation in Bandar Lampung. The technology name is the torrefaction and gasification. The project has got the component long-term performance evaluation with the torrefied black pellet development pilot testing in Lampung. Also, we're trying to develop the business model and technical guideline supporting to Lampung area. Trying to capacity building for research partner and government support. We are now trying to make a scale up stage, right, in the Lampung area. Trying to the high density pellet RDF development using this project, biomass energy in Bandar Lampung. Another is the waste treatment for high efficiency waste energy part. The project is the advanced waste pretreatment for high efficient waste energy. As you know, there are TPS, there are many landfill in Indonesia. They are asking us to technical support, policy support, trying to enhance the landfill incineration in specific area in Bandar Lampung. And I'm sorry about that, Bantar Kepang. Yeah. So we're trying to mechanical biological treatment of the municipal solid waste in the Bantar Kepang. In order to support technically in the policy base, trying to optimization of the process operation pyramid with the bench and pilot testing. Yeah, this right. Also, we're not trying to develop the national technical guideline, how to management the risk taking, risk allocation scheme when it comes to landfill mining, landfill upgrading enhancement. Also trying to capacity building for the researchers and the field manager and the engineering partners and government officers as a policymaker. This is your cooperation in the Korean Anyang University, Hyundai Engineering and Construction in GTC with the BPPT TPL. TPL is the Environmental Technology Center in BPPT. Next slide, you can see there are one more interesting part is the smart farming called by climate smart agriculture. BPPT one more center PTPP, they are interesting about the climate smart agriculture development. This is the title of the technology, integrated smart farming solution development, integrated smart farming 2.1, 3.4. Already we are facing now, technology, 4-phase technology revolution stage. So this is an integrated smart farming solution 4.0 coming soon from the Korea. Also gonna component development opportunity study and roadmap, pre-feasibility, feasibility to the finally developing grand project. Also pilot scale demonstration, optimization of the key unit technology, including capacity building. This is a cooperation with the BPPT, PTPP, and also Korea Institute of Science Technology and also GTC Korea. One more is that there are big issue in the Indonesia water problem. Water problem, there are so many water in the river. For example, there are standing example of the Citarum River, right? So trying to cooperation with the BPPT PTL, focusing on the river water, river waste quality monitoring system development. The name is the technology water quality monitoring system. In order to to keep the high quality of the water in the river, we have to take some waste problem, so solve the problem of the river waste problem, right? So we needed the field test of the water quality sensor online data collection system. There are now, at the same time, there are one more webinar in the PTL BPPT. The title is the how to qualify the system approach when using water quality sensor online data collection system. This is also the project also got the proposal of the development of the master plan development, basic business design, including pilot scale demonstration, cooperation BPPT, and the Korean, there are one research center, Green Petrol Center, and the GTC Korea. So one more is the first, the keynote speaker sharing the drone mapping, AI assisted approach technology approaching, right? You can see the next slide is my presentation material. Disaster resilience, regional resilience, disaster resilience. There is the AI assisted disaster data platform. This is the title, geospatial data collection. Also gonna artificial intelligence assisted processing, big data analytics. Korea, there are one industry, one company. The company name is you can see the Dabio Angel Swing. Angel Swing and Dabio, they got on the way trying to cooperation in NASA in USA. NASA USA providing their data to Dabio. Dabio platform is on the way to analyzing to make a good optimized good solution for in order to solve the problem, in order to societal solve the problem. Nowadays, science and technology policy, they are focusing on the only have to make a solution in societal problem. What is R&D? What is R&D and D? In order to distribution, we needed R&D and demonstration. The focusing on the solve the problem of the societal problem of the people, industry people, community people, local area people. So this is the AI assisted disaster data platform. Mean we are going to the checking and monitoring from the the geospatial approaching, using the satellite, using the drone, using the AI device. Recently, 4 years ago, I got heard about the Palu tsunami. At the time, the other country can enter to the Palu. However, Korea government with the corporation Hyundai and Angel Swing, only the company enter into the Palu in order to make a decision-making response, how to Palu tsunami event. You can see the next slide. This is the disaster data platform, including satellite and mapping system. There are PPP-driven, public-private partnership-driven mapping system. There are is drone mapping, also gonna AI-assisted infrastructure identification. The system trying to express the disaster impact assessment, including as well as the alarm system. After alarm, the specific, the disaster impact assessment. The information moved to the central government, the local government. Their government is needed to make a good, speed up decision making, how to respond to the people. Like this, the many project is needed to, regarding agriculture and applied agricultural projects. The next slide, you can see the, demand identification process. Especially last year, December, our GTC member came into Indonesia. We got some, demand identification seminar with the PPPT. At the time, we do interview, focus group analysis with the specialist in the agriculture, applied science of the environment, and the energy parts, including, fishery agriculture parts. So you can see the next slide. The title is the identification, research and development demonstration demand for activating joint RD&D between two countries. Yeah, this is a slide was done. The next one, you can see the more specific, the waste energy, biomass energy issue. The very important thing is we have to make a generation of the electricity using waste, right? Agricultural waste, biomass. This is the many POM, palm oil mill in Bandar Lampung. Last year when I visit Bandar Lampung UNILA, our conference, at the time I visit, one or two palm oil mill. Near to palm oil mill, there are many, POME, palm oil mill effluent. Palm oil mill, as you know, there are wastewater generated from palm oil milling activity, right? The palm oil mill also they are making wastewater. The name is the palm oil mill effluent. Palm oil mill effluent continuous increase all over POM. 3 square meter of the palm oil mill for 1 ton of the palm oil mill. Also, palm oil mill, 3 square of the palm oil mill, you can generate, there are 28 square meter biogas. This is a palm oil mill. It's a problem, greenhouse gas problem, even aerobic digestion. There are many of them palm oil production by year. Compare the Malaysia, compare the Thailand, you can see high, increase of the palm oil, production by year. That's why I think this is, priority, the approach is needed. Have to solution waste. There are electricity generation from the waste, from the EFB from the EKP as well as the POME. POME biogas, some of mills capture bio from the POME. There can be possible electricity generation, heat generation. Last October, I visited the Pekanbaru. Nearby Pekanbaru also there are many palm oil mills. When I visited the Dumai, northern area of the Pekanbaru, right? Dumai there are many of the palm oil mill, also gonna POME gasification plants. So this is very was interesting, very was fantastic electricity generation using POME, using biogasification. Originated from the POM palm, originated from the palm tree, right? There are many surplus of the biogas. We hope to making one more upgrading, one more quality enhancement from the POME biogas to POME bio CNG. You can see the compare to POME biogas and POME bio CNG. CH4, CO2, H2S, H2O. You can see there are POME bio CNG much more compare of the two, the numerical analysis data. I think POME bio CNG more effective, more efficient compare rather than just POME biogas. There are so many areas of the technology commercialization parts from the biogas using POME. Maybe I understand there are aerobic digester nearby pond, tank type digester or covered lagoon. They got some, our technology development and demonstration. You can do connected power grid. You can do connected biogas, heat boiler. Finally, bio CNG, we are going to providing some renewable energy to the mobile pipeline, some fuel, transport fuel to the finally transportation vehicle. That's why this is so many areas, so many sector for technology transfer, technology marketing, commercialization technology. Finally, you can increase the income of the community. What we call the business model generation sustainability, right? You can see the next slide, many of the variety of the source from biogas, right? Biogas was originated from the POME. There are manure, food and amenity waste, energy crops, right? This is the both nowadays. I'm very interested in the POME biogas, and then one more enhancement of the POME bio CNG approach. This is the loom we are trying to contribution to, biomass energy, waste energy in the agricultural part. Could you next slide? You can see the bio CNG gasification project. Yeah. This is the still was done about the POME biogasification was done in Sumatra area by the supporting of the USAID in Sumatra government. Nowadays, I'm going to try to make a not only POMI biogasification, but also POMI bio CNG enhancement. You can see the next slide. What is the bio CNG? Bio compressed natural gas. Using the bio CNG, you can enjoy their renewable and high quality gas and fuel. We can apply the alternative fuel to fossil fuel used on site, transported from the CNG trailer. Korea has gonna already, we got the bus, transportation bus and CNG bus, right? So CNG is applied, injected to the gas pipeline, city gases, mobile pipeline, economically, environmentally, much more beneficial to Indonesia, even Korea. So there are many commercialization area of the bio-CNG, such as mobile pipeline, CNG fueling station, CNG vehicle, right? Next slide, you can see the success case of the Malaysia.
I think you have another 5 more minutes, and you can continue the discussion later at the question and answer session. Thank you.
This is a case of the example of the world first commercialization POME bio-CNG plant in Malaysia, right? So you can see under the picture, we can compare in terms of the investment cost. There are bio-CNG plants lower than the cost biogasification. Annual production is almost same, but you can see the IRR, internal rate of return, is bio-CNG is higher than biogasification. POMI just biogasification. I'm now compare the commonality is using the POMI, but the important is how to upgrading from the POMI biogasification to POMI CNG gasification, right? Also gonna, payback period is very shortened. Bio-CNG is shortened than POMI just gasification. That's why in this there are Malaysia case there are good example. So why not? I'm going to suggest in the Sumatra area, why not make a good, success case using the bio-CNG plant establishment. So I'm gonna sharing idea and propose. This is project our Korea government supporting technically policy to Indonesia, specifically Sumatra area. Our goal is the development demonstration bio-CNG production plant from the Josgona biogasification plant in Sumatra area. This is a red color is maybe the partner is the Indonesia. You can see the next slide. You can see much more good information. Do you have any POMI biogasification plant in Indonesia, in Sumatra? If you have bio-CNG, if you want to increasing POMI biogasification plant, we can grantly providing, bio-CNG plant. this is a Korean side. You can see next slide. You can see the blue dot picture. There are Korean side. We are going to providing. In order to, yeah, this is right.
Sorry for interrupting. I think the time is up for your presentation. Later we will have a question and answer session. Then we can discuss further about this topic, sir.
Okay, let me finalize. And the 1 was 3 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So I hope, I suggest, I propose, could you, Indonesian side, providing us to their biogasification using POMI, we can upgrading, POMI bio CNG production, technology supporting such as pretreatment, upgrading, and compression, right? So this is our target. So we can compare with the two, technology demonstration between still POMI biogasification, and we are going to focusing on the more POMI bio CNG production. You are targeting capacity with the pilot plant feeding like this, production like this. Today, thank you very much for your pay attention to my presentation. Some regarding there are many, I think there are potential, room for applied RD&D, specifically there are many, waste energy, biomass energy, specifically the POMI, using POMI, bio CNG production in Sumatra area, in Bandar Lampung area. Yeah, I think there are so many idea and opinion and question to my presentation. I'm welcome. I'm expecting your comment, your idea, your question. Thank you very much for your attention. Terima kasih banyak.
Sama, Prof. Okay, that was another interesting presentation. I like the insight that technology can contribute to recycle waste to something useful. Well, actually, we are here in Bandar Lampung also have the same problems. There are at least 2 places that I have visited. It was a beach, I mean, and then there are a lot of garbage there, and then the people around there cannot do anything about the garbage. Maybe someday you can come to Bandar Lampung again, and we can discuss about the solutions of those kind of problems. Okay, once again, thank you very much, Professor Kim Kwan Young, and let me try to remind you that there will be question and answer session at the end of this presentation. But before that, I would like to welcome the third speakers for this plenary discussion. The third speaker is Dr. Anuraga Jaya Negara. He is from IPB University. Bapak Anuraga, are you here? Yes, okay, thank you very much.
Yes, I'm here.
Before I give you the chance to present your material, I would like to read some biodata from Mr. Anuraga. So your full name is Anuraga Jaya Negara, SPT, MSc, Dr. SCETH, and you was born on June 1983. You was born in Bojonegoro, and your bachelor degree is from IPB University, and your master degree is from Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken, Switzerland, and then your doctoral degree is from Germany. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, and then here you have done a lot of research, and your specialty or your expertise is in what is it? Can you help me? Your specialty here.
Animal science, livestock
We
production.
cannot hear you.
Check.
Yes.
I'm in animal science or livestock
Oh,
production.
okay. Yes, okay. So your
Yes.
specialty is in animal science. So right now you're going to share your expert opinion on science and technology innovation sharing. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Okay, let me try to find it out. Okay, so your presentation's topic will be plant polyphenol for enhancing production performance, mitigating methane emission, and improving product quality of livestock.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, is my voice clear enough for you? Okay, my voice is okay?
Yes, very okay, sir.
Check, check. Is my voice is okay?
We can hear you
Clear enough?
from here.
Okay, okay, thank you
Yeah,
very
your
much.
voice is very clear.
Okay, it is a big pleasure for me to be invited at this prestigious international conference on agriculture and applied science 2020, organized by Polinela, Polytechnic Negeri Lampung. I think this is a great occasion, and I think this will be, I think this is the first international conference, right? Organized by Polinela, and I hope this will continue in the future. I think will be a great thing to be sustained in the future. So I'm Anuraga. My research area is on animal production, particularly on animal nutrition. So how to feed animals properly by integrating all related aspects on animal production system. In this case, I'd like to share some of our works regarding so-called plant polyphenol. So phenolic compounds present in plant for achieving a number of livestock production goals. There are three goals. The first one is how to enhance, how to increase the production performance of livestock, and then how to simultaneously mitigating methane emission, which is a major greenhouse gas. And the last one is also how to improve the product quality of livestock, how to create or how to deliver animal products with enhancing capacity of health promoting property of the livestock product like meat and milk. Yeah. So that will be my presentation. I will try my best to organize the presentation within 25 to 30 minutes as requested. So this is the background, the outline of my presentation. The first one is the introduction, and then what is the polyphenol, the substance that I'm going to introduce right now, and then what about the effect of phenolic compounds on production performance, the effect on methane emission, and then product quality, and what is our recent study. So basically these are like compilation of my research together with my supervised students, bachelor, master, and PhD students. So all of this presentation is like a compilation of our works. Yeah. But also we add some other things from other related studies. So nowadays, if we think about producing animal production for human consumption to support protein supply for human, actually we don't only consider the animals as producing food producing animals, like producing meat, producing also milk and others. Nowadays we are we are forced to consider other factors related to the animal production system, like the environment. This is one of them. Because livestock, I will share you in the next slide, that livestock contribute also to the greenhouse gas emission, particularly the methane emission. And then on the other hand, we need also to consider that livestock produce animal products, produce meat, milk, that have beneficial effects on human health. This is very important. So how to produce meat with health promoting effect, to produce milk with health promoting effect for human. Yeah. So these three main things need to be considered simultaneously. With regard to greenhouse gas emission, we could see here that starting from 1800, there has been an increase, tremendous increase, like exponential increase of methane accumulation in the atmosphere. Yeah, very clear, up to %. And from the methane source, ruminants, livestock plays a major role. It is approximately 10 to 15% of the methane emission is originated from animals, particularly from ruminants, yeah, apart from other sectors like paddy rice, plantation, and also from the wetland. So ruminants is a major source of methane emission in the atmosphere. Why ruminants or livestock is able to produce methane? Actually, this is because of the anaerobic condition in the rumen, in the first part of the stomach of the animals. So within this anaerobic condition, there is lack of oxygen, and therefore the pathway to generate energy is through fermentation process. And one of the fermentation product is hydrogen. This hydrogen, if it is combined with carbon dioxide, which is the anaerobic condition in the rumen, it will produce methane. Methane itself is a greenhouse gas. Yeah, this is the second after carbon dioxide, but it also, apart from contributing to global warming, methane is also a kind of loss of energy from the animals. Normally, between 4 to 16% of energy is lost as methane. So if we try to decrease methane emission, it means that we improve the energy utilization efficiency in the animals. So this has two beneficial effects. The second thing is related to animal product quality. If we compare between beef meat and chicken meat, yeah, we could see that the beef contain more saturated fatty acid. This saturated fatty acid is responsible for the high cholesterol in the human, yeah, as compared to chicken meat. Yeah, and if we see on the polyunsaturated fatty acids, they are much lower as compared to the chicken meat, because in the rumen there is a process so-called biohydrogenation. So the polyunsaturated fatty acids are hydrogenated by the action of microbes, and therefore what kind of fatty acids are delivered to animal products are more or less or mostly are saturated fatty acids. So we have this challenge as well in livestock production from ruminants. This is the biohydrogenation step. I'm not going to tell you more in detail about this. So if we are targeting simultaneously on how to enhance production performance, how to mitigate methane emission, how to improve product quality, the quality of meat, the quality of milk, simultaneously, there are some options, but one of the best option is to use so-called natural feed additives. The feed additives that originated from natural products. Yeah, there are three main natural feed additives. The first one is polyphenol, the second one is saponin, and the third one the so-called essential oils. Yeah, I think we are like the oil in the essential oil from Chaju wood, from many sources actually. But in this presentation, I'm going to handle only on polyphenol or phenolic compounds. So what is polyphenol? Actually, polyphenol is, the first one is phenolic group. It has the basic structure of aromatic compound, and there is a hydroxyl group attached to this aromatic compound. This is the classification of phenolic compounds. We have tannin phenolics, the substance that may bind to protein, and the non-tannin phenolics. These compounds do not bind proteins, and there are some so-called hydrolyzable tannin, condensed tannin. So there are some classifications of the phenolic compounds or the polyphenols. This is the chemical structure of the tannins. Yeah, the polyphenol that is able to bind protein. Hydrolyzable tannin, it contains sugar molecule in the center, and condensed tannin, it has no sugar molecule at all. Therefore, it is more resistant to degradation. Although the group of tannins can be divided into hydrolyzable and condensed, but actually within each plant there are diverse of phenolic compounds in the plant, even within the same genus, for example. Yeah, so quite a huge diversity of phenolic compounds within the plants. Why plant produce polyphenol? Mainly because of the unfavorable situation or unfavorable environment, like nutrition stress, lack of nutrients, high light intensity, high temperature, drought, tissue damage. This may promote the phenolic compounds synthesis, or we just try to specific on tannin. Tannin is the polyphenol that is able to bind protein. So it is part of the plant defense mechanism. In the tropics in our area in Indonesia, we have high light intensity, we have relatively high temperature, we have sometimes drought, yeah. We have also insects, pests, and others. So in Indonesia, generally, we have a huge amount of phenolic compounds synthesized by the plants. Once I compared, during my PhD, I compared between temperate plants and tropical plants from Indonesia. Our plants have many times higher of phenolic compounds inside the tissue. Yeah, so it is hard to find plants in the temperate that contain more than 3% of tannin. But in our case, some samples contain more than 20% of tannin because of our situation. So these are some data showing that our plants, many of our plants contain high concentration of tannin. So basically tannin has the ability to interact with protein, mainly by hydrogen bond. Yeah, so therefore tannin is able to precipitate the protein. So this is the main mechanism that explain many things related to the effect of tannin. Yeah, of course, there are some variation regarding the biological activity of tannin in precipitating protein. Yeah. But the value, the ability of tannin to precipitate protein is 1 gram of tannin or milligram of tannin can precipitate or can bind 4 to 8 gram, yeah, of protein. So what about if we use tannin to enhance production performance of livestock? Yeah. We could see that here. This is from other researcher. So if we use tannin, yeah, we include tannin in the diet of dairy cows, lactating dairy cows, we could see that there is an increase in the milk production, yeah, up to 9.5 gram per kg. This one is equal to 0.95% of tannin in the ration. So we could see an increase in the milk production here. But then this increase is not linear. Yeah. If the concentration is too high, for example, more than 1% of dry matter, we could see a decrease in the milk production. So our approach is to find a suitable dosage, suitable level of tannin to be included in the ration of the animals. not too much. If normally if more than 1% of dry matter, then it start to decrease production performance. So we need to be careful with the dosage. Yeah. What about on beef production? Okay. Less clear results from the journal, but our own experiment. Here we perform experiment involving 40 cattle, Brahman cross. Yeah. We divided the 40 cattle into 2 groups. Each group consisted of 20 cattle, 20 beef cattle, and then 1 cattle received a control diet without any addition of feed additive, and the other diet received or supplement or added with tannin at the level of 25 gram per day. It is equal to 0.2% from the dry matter intake. Yeah? We could see that there is by only supplementing or by only adding tannin at this small amount, it increased the average daily gain or the meat production of the beef cattle. So the increase is approximately 0.35 kg per day. It is this experiment lasted for 3 months. Yeah, so it is we measure the average daily gain regularly, and this one is the average from this 3 months experiment. So quite promising. Okay, there is some mode of action why tannin is able to increase the animal production. Yeah, the ruminant production. One of them is the tannin act as so-called bypass protein. So tannin protect the protein from rumen degradation by microbes, and then the tannin and protein bond is released at low pH at abomasum, and then finally the protein is able to be utilized in the small intestine and therefore supply for the protein requirement of the animals. So this is one of the main mechanism from this data. What about the proportion? Yeah, so there is an optimal proportion. How much rumen undegradable protein, and then the rumen degradable protein. I'm not going to talk more about this, yeah, but there are some nutritional background regarding this explanation. So basically, why tannin improve animal production? The main mechanism is by protecting the protein from rumen degradation. Some data showed this. Yeah, tannin is able to protect protein, for example, from lotus, leguminous plant in the rumen. Yeah, some data. Our own meta-analysis, for example, by increasing tannin concentration, reduce the ammonia. Ammonia is an indication of protein degradation. So it means that higher level of tannin will reduce the protein degradation in the rumen. So this is again confirming that tannin is able to protect protein from rumen degradation by microbes. Another explanation on why tannin is able to improve animal performance is by enhancing the gut or the gastrointestinal health. Yeah, so tannin is able to decrease the nematode population in the gastrointestinal tract of livestock. So the parasites is reduced by tannin because tannin has the ability or has the property as an antiparasite. So this one is another explanation why adding tannin is at appropriate amount and at appropriate source is able to enhance animal production. This one is the nematode population. Yeah, by comparing between control and added with sainfoin. Sainfoin is a forage or legume containing tannin, while lucerne or alfalfa has no tannin at all. So that is animal production. I mean, production performance. What about the effect of tannin on methane emission? So our own study showed that tannin is able to decrease methane. Yeah, tannin is able to decrease methane. We could see this one is the negative correlation between phenolic or let's say tannin, yeah, polyphenol on methane. We could see clearly a negative relationship here. Yeah, this one is also negative relationship. Yeah, and then when we confirm with multivariate analysis, principal component analysis, we could see that tannin here, sorry, the methane is on the opposite with the phenolic fractions. It means that polyphenol or phenolic compounds are able to decrease methane. There are some forages producing less methane emission, for example, particularly those containing substantial amount of tannins. And then we confirm this with temperate forage. This one we collected or we tested on temperate plants obtained from the Alpine. Yeah, you know Alpine mountain in Switzerland, Australia, and France. Yeah, so I did my PhD in Switzerland. So at that time we went to the top of the mountain, not really top of the mountain, to the highland, approximately 2,000 meters above the sea level, and we collected forage plant species, the plants that are typical to be consumed by the cattle there. And then we try to analyze, and the effects are, let's say, closely similar to those of tropical plants, in which phenolic fractions are negatively correlated with the methane. So this one is again confirming our study, our previous study. If we mix between high or tannin-containing plants with the control diet, we could see that there is a reduction in methane emission. So it means that tannin, plant-containing tannin, is acting not only as itself, but when it is mixed with control diet, it is still able to decrease the methane. Yeah, we could see this one, the negative correlation between tannin, for example, and methane emission here. In our another study, yeah, we could see again, we try to test some Indonesian plants or tropical plants containing tannin and their ability to decrease methane, and we could see this effect again. Yeah, so addition of tannin, plant containing tannin, basically is able to reduce methane. So if our livestock, our animals consume plants containing tannin, then it is, let's say, environmentally friendly. Yeah, because the livestock will produce less methane as compared to animals that do not consume plants containing or forage containing tannin. So this is one of the main message. Again, yeah, negative relationship between phenolic compounds or phenolic concentration in diet and the methane emission. Okay, but still we are not sure, yeah, whether is it because of the tannin itself or because of other compounds as well. So in this case, we try to extract the tannins from the plant and then purify the tannin by gel chromatography by using Sepadex. Yeah, so we now have the purified tannin, and this purified tannin, when we add into diet, again, the purified tannins are able to decrease methane. Yeah, so again, confirming the study, and the decrease of methane was accompanied by the decrease of methanogen population. Methanogen is the main microbes that produce methane, and also decrease protozoa. Protozoa is living in symbiosis with the methanogen. Yeah, some of the results from our study. This one is the result from my master student. Again, tell the same thing. My another student, master student. Both condensed tannin and hydrolyzable tannin, both of them are responsible for the decrease of the methane. So different kind of tannins also responsible. So not only condensed tannin, but also the hydrolyzable tannins are able to decrease methane. But apparently, the effect of hydrolyzable tannin is much higher as compared to the condensed tannin in reducing the methane emission. Yeah, so the methane decrease is higher by adding hydrolyzable tannin. Very interesting. Yeah. And what about the non-tannin panels? What about the phenolic compounds that do not bind to protein? Yeah. Apparently, this non-tannin panel have also the ability to decrease methane, but the magnitude is not as high as the tannin. Yeah. So this again proving that non-tannin panels is a factor that's responsible for the methane decrease. Yeah. Negative relationship here. We try to confirm this by using some purified compounds. This one is so-called phenolic acids. There, we use here six kinds of phenolic acids. Yeah, and those that contain more hydroxyl groups, more OH groups, they reduce methane more as compared to single hydroxyl group. Okay, so this means that the number of hydroxyl groups in the phenolics is correlated with the ability to decrease methane. And then, yeah, we are not still satisfied with this, so we try to compile all the studies available in the literatures. Yeah, all studies that evaluate or the effect of tannin or polyphenols on methane emission, both from in vitro and in vivo experiments. In vitro means under the laboratory condition. In vivo is directly to animals. So here, across all studies, here we use, let's say, many literatures. I think approximately more than 30 literatures here. The results show that across all studies, tannin is able to decrease methane, both from in vitro and in vivo studies. So now we are assured, that tannin is really having the methane mitigating property. So the question is how tannin is able to decrease methane. Actually, tannin, there are some mechanisms actually. The first one, that tannin is decreasing the hydrogen production. So hydrogen is substrate for methanogenesis. So if we reduce the hydrogen production, it means that we reduce the substrate, for methanogenesis. And tannin or polyphenol is able also to decrease the methanogen population, because the tannin inhibit the terminal enzyme, enzyme within the methanogen that is responsible for the carbon dioxide and hydrogen to react, to combine both of the substrates into methane. So the methyl coenzyme A reductase, the final step of the methanogenesis. Okay, we could see here the proof, that addition of tannin here decreased the methanogen population, or the archaea. Archaea is actually the methanogen itself, and also decrease the protozoa. Very clear. As I told you before, protozoa is living in symbiosis with the methanogen. Protozoa is bigger, much bigger. You could see this one is protozoa, and this small chain here, they are the methanogen, the methanogenic microbe. So if we, let's say, kill the protozoa, we kill also partially the methanogen, and therefore we decrease the methane emission. What about the effect on product quality? Is there any effect of tannin on the quality of animal products, on meat, on milk? So there are some studies available. For example, here, this is control diet, and this is diet. These are diets added with two different kinds of tannins, chestnut tannins and quebracho tannins, two commercial tannins. This one is milk fatty acid. So in the milk, there is an increase of cis9 trans 11 C18-2, or we know this isomer as CLA. Yeah. What is CLA? CLA is conjugated linoleic acid. This is considered as the fatty acid having anti-cancer activity. So high concentration of CLA is having a good effect on human health because it has anti-cancer property, yeah, preventing the cancer proliferation. Yeah, by adding tannin, it increased the proportion of conjugated linoleic acid. So this is a good sign. Yeah, so it means that tannin is from this parameter enhance or increase the CLA concentration in the milk. Yeah, we could see here again increase tannin, increase the polyunsaturated fatty acid. Yeah, this one is favorable, and at the same time, tannin decrease the saturated fatty acid. Okay, our own study showed that animals consuming tannin, yeah, tannin containing diet has an elevated omega-3 fatty acid in the milk. So increase omega-3 fatty acid, increase the CLA, the conjugated linoleic acid, increase the EPH, increase the DPA. Yeah? All of them are beneficial fatty acids. Okay. What about on meat? We could see here that if we add tannin into diet, yeah, this one is unsaturated fatty acid, yeah, ratio to saturated fatty acid. So if we add tannin, yeah, 0.59%, 1.79%, increase the unsaturated fatty acid in the meat. So it means that it has good. It is good for those people who have cholesterol, yeah, high cholesterol profile. So this one, higher unsaturated fatty acid, higher conjugated linoleic acid, yeah. So this one is good also for the meat. Sorry, not only the milk but also the meat. Some data again supporting this. This one is another data. Yeah, by adding tannin, increase the CLA, the fatty acid having the anti-cancer activity. Why tannin is able to, or phenolic is able to decrease, to increase the unsaturated fatty acid, to increase the conjugated linoleic acid in animal products? One of them, because of tannin, is bound to lipase. This lipase is responsible to break down the ester linkage of fatty acid from the glycerol. So if we inhibit the lipase, yeah, it means that there is less free fatty acid. It means that less substrate for biohydrogenation of the fatty acids. Yeah. Biohydrogenation is the process of saturation of the fatty acid from unsaturated into saturated by the action of microbes. Because of the action of microbes, we call it biohydrogenation. So by microbes or by biological actor. Again, this one is the pathway of biohydrogenation of fatty acid in the rumen. To detail about this, yeah, this is again confirming that tannin actually inhibit the biohydrogenation of fatty acid in the rumen. Yeah, so it means that more unsaturated fatty acid bypass the rumen, more unsaturated fatty acid is deposited into animal products, into milk and into meat. So that is the main mechanism. Yeah, again, this one is confirming our study. Yeah, negative correlation between tannin, yeah, and the disappearance. So this one is a bit tricky to explain. Yeah, this one is easier. So basically, tannin increase the CLA, yeah, CLA production in the milk. Okay, and it inhibit or have negative correlation with disappearance. Basically, it enhanced the unsaturated fatty acids. This one from tropical plants, and this one is from the temperate plants. Again, the same results. There are some effects of tannin on the rumen microbes, but basically from here, I'm going to tell you that tannin inhibit the microbes, yeah, responsible for the biohydrogenation process. Yeah, so tannin inhibit, this one is Clostridium proteoclasticum. Because of this, therefore, more unsaturated fatty acids is bypassed through the rumen. Okay, some data. What is our ongoing study at the moment? I will describe to you some of our recent research. Yeah, so now we use tannin or polyphenols as silage additives. So silage is the fermented feed. So we try to use the tannin in order to enhance the quality of fermented feed or the silage. Yeah, this, for example, showed we use tannin at different levels, and we made the fermented feed or the silage from Indigofera, high protein legume, also from moringa. Moringa is daun kelor. Yeah? So these two plants, these two leaves, we made silage out of this, and we added tannins at different levels, and we see the property. So we could see that tannin inhibit or decrease the ammonia concentration in the silage. What does it mean? It means that tannin inhibit the proteolysis. So proteolysis is actually the breakdown of protein into amino acids, and then from amino acids into ammonia and alpha keto acid. And this one is wasting out of the protein resource, because protein is a good source, is what we expect to have in animals, protein and amino acids. So if amino acids, protein and amino acids are converted into ammonia, it means that there is a breakdown of amino acids into, let's say, unusable form. So if we reduce the ammonia in the silage, it means that good. Yeah, it means that tannin is able to prevent, or not to prevent, at least to decelerate, yeah, to decrease the magnitude of proteolysis in the silage. This is an important factor for the silage to make a better quality of the silage or the fermented feed. Okay, decreasing methane. We could see that tannin, from this study, decrease the butyrate. Butyrate is one of the product from undesirable microbes. In the silage, there is a class of undesirable microbes, namely Clostridia. This Clostridia species is responsible for the bad quality of silage and indicated by the high concentration of butyrate and smelly aroma. So if we decrease the butyrate concentration, it means that addition of tannin into diet or into silage, into fermented feed, is able to decrease the population of undesirable microbes. Yeah, so decrease of butyrate, decrease also of ammonia. Yeah, so this is, let's say, our main results in the past years. Yeah, I think starting from 2018 up to present, we are still research on tannin as the additive to improve the silage quality. Yeah, there are some different tannins reveal different magnitude on the silage quality. I think that's normal. I think that's all of my presentation. So the message is that tannin is in our research shows promising feed additive, natural feed additive. The first one is to enhance animal production, to mitigate methane emission, to enhance animal product quality, and also in our last study, yeah, our last experiments, tannin can be used as an additive for making silage, for making good quality of fermented feeds. That's all. Thank you very much for your kind attention. So I get hand over back to the moderator. Thank you.
Negara. That was a very compelling presentation. Well, however, it sounds strange to me because animal science is not my field. But I believe that tannin is a good friend of our health. I think is that okay? Yes. Now we come to the question and answer sessions. For the participants, you can write down your question in a chat box, or you can just raise your hand, and our operator will zoom you to so that you can deliver the question. I have a question, one question here. The question goes to Mr. Kim Kwan Young. The question is, Mr. Kim, are you still there? Mr. Kim? Yes, can you hear my voice, Mr. Kim? Yes, there is a question for you, Mr. Kim. There is one question for you. All right, so the question is, it's from Mrs. Smita Sari. Her question is, bio-CNG plant utilize liquid waste from a palm oil mill to produce electrical energy. How is it processed, and how to save the biomethane compressed natural gas for a long time? Do you get the question, Mr. Kim? Yes, hello, Mr. Kim. Oh, maybe there is technical problems. Now let me go to the second question. The question goes to Prof. Muhammad Abdul Razak. The question is, how to distinguish the temperature between humans and non-human temperature by a smart helmet? And how many meters is the temperature sensor range? Thank you. Okay, let me check. Is Prof. Muhammad still here? Yes, yes, Prof. Can you hear me reading the question, or do you want me to repeat the question? So sorry that we cannot hear you.
Hello?
Yes, yes, you are back. You are back, Muhammad. So do I need to repeat the question?
No. It's okay. It's okay. The question is there. Okay. Thank you very much for the question. Actually, it's very interesting question. Okay. Now, how can we distinguish and to differentiate between the surrounding area and the human itself? As we said, based on the helmets, we have two camera. One for the optical camera, another one for the thermal camera. For the optical camera, it can do phase detection. Once we have phase detection, so straight away can measure the temperature on the face. Okay, can do the measurements on the face, not from the surrounding area. So because we started from the optical camera, those moving. We can see in the picture I just showed in the slide. It will become like a square shape on the face. Okay, square shape on the face. Then from the face, the thermal camera work within this area only, not about the surrounding area. That's why we get the temperature only from the human, not from the surrounding area. Okay, and in terms of the range, in terms of the distance, okay, for the distance, actually based on the algorithm we put it there, we can set the range. Okay, for that sensor, how can get measurement. Okay, so for example, for the helmets we set it between 1 meter to 2 meter. okay? And from the drone between 1.5 meter to 2.5 meter. So this is the range. It can be work. We can adjust based on the algorithm we already put it in the programmed in the microcontroller. I hope I answered the question.
Okay, Mr. Imam Sofi, hope Professor Mohammed answered your questions. Now we go to the next question. The question is for Mr. Anuraga. When we get tannin for buffalo, but we know in buffalo, okay, but buffalo majority the buffalo digests protozoa. So what side effect if we give for buffalo in production?
Okay, thank you for the question. So in the rumen of ruminants, there are some balancing microbes. Yeah, there are cellulolytic microbe bacteria, amylolytic, proteolytic bacteria. There are protozoa. There are anaerobic fungi. There are also methanogens. So we need to keep them in balance. So we cannot introduce certain technology to kill certain or group of microbes. For example, like protozoa. So protozoa has a vital role also in the rumen, especially as a stabilizer, yeah, for stabilizing the carbohydrate metabolism. So basically, the idea, if we introduce certain technology, is to shift the microbes, but not to kill or to eliminate certain microbes, like protozoa. Protozoa also has a beneficial effect, has a vital role in the rumen. So we cannot eliminate all of them. But we could reduce the protozoa up to a certain level. So from literature, if we reduce the protozoa population by, let's say, 30%, there is no negative effect on rumen fermentation and animal production. And so by using tannin, therefore tannin can only be used at appropriate dosage. If we use tannin or polyphenol at excessive dosage, for example, more than 2% of dry matter, or even more than 5% of dry matter, it will hamper many things. It will decrease the rumen fermentation because it has negative effects on, if given at too much, yeah, too high concentration, negative effect on general rumen microbial activity, negative effect on digestion, digestibility, and others. So when we apply it at certain or appropriate dosage, so my recommendation is to use less than 1% from the dry matter, then it will produce a good or beneficial effects. I think that's my answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Anuraga. Now we go back to a question for Mr. Kim Kwang Young. Okay, I'm going to read again the question. Bio-CNG plant utilize liquid waste from a palm oil mills to produce electrical energy. How is it processed and how to save biomethane compressed natural gas for a long time? Okay, Mr. Kim, would you please answer the question? Mr. Kim, are you somewhere there? Okay then, let me continue to another question. The question is from Mr. Agus Ambar. His question is, okay, it's about smart helmet. What impact does a smart helmet have on the head? You know, because of the device and many sensors on the helmet, maybe there is an instructions how to use that helmet. So he's asking about the impacts of using the helmet when we want to do the the temperature detection.
Okay. Sorry, what the impact does the smart helmet have on the head. Actually, there is nothing. In fact,
We
because
cannot
it's
hear
like
your voice, sir.
Hello. Can you hear me?
It's a bit soft.
Hello.
Can you speak louder?
Oh.
Louder?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay, that's good.
Oh, okay, great. So this is the online conference. What to do? We have to follow the internet. Okay. So in terms of the smart helmet, actually, there's is a smart helmet. It's already we have. Just a minute. Let me show the helmet because luckily I'm in my office today. Okay, I can, and the box is there. If you see it here, this is the inside. This is the inside. So it's comfort to use inside. So nothing, no any electrical parts will be inside, and you can see there's a lot of sponge to protect and to make it more comfort. Okay. In terms of work, all the electrical device it will be behind. The electrical device will be behind. Okay, not attach anything from anything inside the helmet. So there is no any discomfortability to the user. Okay, so I think no. And the use for the helmet actually is very simple. Is after we finalize this, actually is one my master student from Indonesia, by the way. Okay, she have done this this project. Is we have just application. We just install the application, so straight away synchronize with the helmet. So we can straight away the two camera will be on. Then we start to do the scanning and screening. Okay. I hope I answer your question.
Yes, Mr. Okay, this is Agus Amarwadi. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah. Your voice clear.
How about the radiation from the device like smartphone? That the smartphone have the radiation.
What is it? Sorry.
How about the radiation from the device?
There is no radiation. There is no radiation actually. Why should why radiation there? There's no radiation in from the device actually, because we are not dealing with anything related to radiation. It's just like a microcontroller, okay, with Wi-Fi to connect to the internet. So straight away. So it's nothing Wi-Fi actually. No radiation there.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
My pleasure.
Okay. In smart drone, sir.
Yes.
About disinfection spray, how many disinfectant can be brought by the drone, like the question that I typing in the chat, and how long your drone can fly by spraying the disinfectant?
Okay. In terms of the disinfection drone, actually now we use a quadcopter. Quadcopter is this is a prototype. This is a prototype actually. If I can show it in my slides, just let me show it to you here. Just a minute. Where is it? If you see it here in the slide, where is it? Here. Okay. Is it clear? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see
the slide. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. So here we have 4 nozzles. We have 4 nozzles. It can spray the liquid. Okay, and it's for this drone actually it can drive between can carry up until 16 liter of liquid. Okay, 16 liter of liquid, and it can work between 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Okay, one go. Okay, and there is ongoing research actually. I have another master students working within this project. Okay. I hope is it clear? I hope I answer your question.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Is it clear?
That's interesting research.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. My pleasure. It's okay. If you're interested in this research, maybe later on we have some collaboration. Okay, between I don't know. We are in which university? You are in which university?
I'm from Polytechnic Negeri Lampung. Now I'm
great.
research in our area in agriculture using IoT.
Oh, great. So that's good actually, because actually now I have one master student working within this drone. Okay,
Okay.
so maybe we have some collaboration. Okay, later on.
Okay, maybe later.
Okay, great.
Thank-
Okay. Thank you so much for your interesting question. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome, Mr.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed and Mr. Ambar. Now, I invite another participants to ask question. Those who are in the Zoom room, you can directly ask question.
May I, Miss?
Ibu Reni, yes, Ibu Reni.
Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the chance. I want to ask to Professor Abdul Razak. I'm interested about your drone that you presented before. I think the purpose is to avoid the queue that when we check the temperature in public area. So I want to know about how many seconds it's need to check and we get the result, because as we know, when we check by the temperature gun, it's need around 2 or 3 seconds that we get the result. So if we use this drone and needs around 2 or 3 seconds also, when the drone is detecting one person, maybe it will miss the other person around it. So that's why I want to know the how many seconds. Also, how about the power? Because when we use this drone in public area, of course we will need it to turn on all the day and long hour, of course. So it's about the efficiency. How many drone we will need to use all the day in one day in public area? And my last question is maybe a bit out of the topic, but I want to know, is there any technology that we can maybe like this drone that we can detect the disease inside the agriculture product, for example, fruit? Because one of problem in post-harvest is when we harvested the fruit, it looks perfect outside, but actually inside it's already infected by the pathogen. So when it's delivering to another place, it's the infection spread to health product and makes the pathogen spread to another product around it. I think that's all from me. Maybe the last question also can be answered by Mr. Kim. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your question. Okay, for the last question, I think we can involve the drone within this situation. We can work about the image processing. Okay, so the same sequence as we are using here, like a face detection, we can use image processing, and we can differentiate, for example, the fruits within the the appearance. If like within this color, within this shape, okay, we can make like a training to the data what we have it. So between this range to this range, that means this fruit is healthy. And another part between this range and this range is the fruit is not healthy. We can use the same sequence. Based on the image processing. Okay, we can input all those data inside the microcontroller, and we can save that data. So once the drone is moving and give like do scanning and screening for the fruit and to the to the farm. Okay, so it's more easy to give indication. Okay, this fruit is healthy or not. It's the same method like when they do segregation between the fruits. Okay, I think that there is one video is very interesting about the tomatoes, when the green tomatoes and the red tomatoes is the image processing. Based on that, green will sort in one part and another one sort in another part. It's all about the image processing. So it's somehow we can do some setting for the image processing, and we can differentiate. But if ask me personally, is about what's inside. If I don't know, because I'm not from the agriculture part. If the fruit is have the same shape, if it's healthy or unhealthy, have the same shape, and it will be very difficult actually, because there is no process we can do what is inside the fruit. Okay, I hope I answer you this question. Okay, And one more thing about the drone itself. Actually, now we have the drone is how to say it. We modified the battery over there. It can work. It can work around the same thing. We use actually the same drone for the disinfection, the big one. Okay, modified actually, not the normal one. The normal one actually is cannot run for the 10 minutes only, and is not enough even to carry. To be honest, I showed you. I tried many. This is one of them. If you see this one, this is one of the drone. Okay, I try it, but this is cannot survive. This is cannot survive. It can go only for 10 to 15 minutes, and it's unable to fly high. Why? Because the box what we prepare it, because the box what we have, the box what we have it is the, you can see the box over there. The same thing we have it in the, where is it? Here. Okay. I speak Malay, so I think Malay Indonesian same. Okay. So if you see this box, if I attach to the normal drone, actually it's cannot fly high, and it's even because it's heavy, so it's need more power. So it will, after a while, the drone will, you know, mati, gone. Okay. So we have to use the modified one actually, because this one is not suitable. Okay, this is for as a prototype, just to see the sequence, yes. But for our side, I use the same drone for the agriculture, but I dismantle the tank for it to reduce the weight. Okay, so it's even can fly for longer time. The modified one, it can work, as I said, until 45 minutes actually, because it's not original, not standard one. Okay, we play with, you know, with the specification. We play with. Okay, and sorry, what another question about the streaming and about the time taking Okay, so this is as we just said now. This is for the plenary research. This is the plenary research we have done. This is the first step. This is the data what we can get it. The data what we can get it. It's between 10 seconds to 30 seconds. 10 seconds to 30 seconds to update, not to take a picture. The pictures keep capturing, but when to receive to the application to the cloud and to the phone, it takes between 10 seconds to 30 seconds. Okay, but in this case, actually, we are working in how to reduce that time. Okay, but within this time, it's, you know, this is the maximum things we can do it right now. But there is ongoing research how to enhance and to make it how to make less time consumer. I hope I answer your question.
Okay, Mr. Thank you for my last question. I mean, if when it's still in the farm, maybe we can see it if there is something like symptom from outside. But I mean, is there any technology like infrared or what that can screening inside the fruit that from outside it's look perfect like that, but inside it's already maybe like that? I mean,
it's yes, yeah, we can somehow, maybe some idea we can, I don't know, because as I'm saying to you, I'm not from the field, but his idea is like an ultrasonic system. We can attach like ultrasonic system, so it's when just do screening. Okay, so based on the signal what we get it back, we can know what is inside. But this one actually is needed to take him more time. It's not very, you know, is needed time, because it's going to do scanning one by one, you know what I mean? It's a bit longer time. But in somehow like I don't know, like a durian or watermelon, the big one, so I think it's really worthy. But if you go for the small like lychee or those things, it's going to take too longer. Yes, yeah. Okay. So I think somehow we can work together. If you are interested, maybe we can work. So where did you? Where's your? You're from which university?
I'm from Polytechnic Negeri Lampung.
Oh, okay. So maybe later on I can share my email address. Okay,
yeah,
in the okay, so we can have more discussion or more collaboration. Yeah, sure. It's my great pleasure.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay, thank you so much.
Muhammad and Ms. Reni. Next question will be from Mrs. Sismita Sari. We are apologize that just now Mr. Kim leave the room, but now he's back to the room. Then you can directly ask the question to Mr. Kim. Ibu Sismita? Operator bisa. Okay, Ibu Sismita, can you hear me? Yes, thank you very much. I'm so sorry that we cannot hear you.
Hello? You mean what I mean?
Excuse me, Ibu Sismita. We still cannot hear you. Maybe you can use your headphone or something. All right, maybe I'm going to, I apologize that we still cannot hear you. Maybe I will go to the next question from the chat, from the Zoom room. Anyone wants to ask question? Okay, then I will read the question from the inbox. Let me see. Okay, I think all the question in the chat box has been answered by the speakers. Maybe let me offer to the participant here in the Zoom room. Anyone else wants to ask question? All right, maybe I can read the question from Mrs. Sismita to Mr. Kim. Let me read the question again. Mr. Kim, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kim. Welcome back. All right, so the question is, bio-CNG plant utilize liquid waste from a palm oil mill to produce electrical energy. How is it processed and how to save the biomethane compressed natural gas for a long time? Okay, Mr. Kim, please, if you don't mind, you can answer the question.
Yeah. It's okay. Thank you for sharing your good question. You mean some the chemical approach how to from the palm oil mill effluent to the using based biogasification project. Yeah, I think there are some pre-treatment that are I think there are specifically some processing from the wastewater, and first to have to clean the water and then come back to the nature. Second thing is the electricity generation, palmy gas. There are even still already we can get the electricity, some fuel, renewable energy fuel from the EFB. EFB is the residue of the palm tree, the waste, right? When it comes to make us some, make a renewable energy, it's like a fuel. They are making their own the wastewater. That's why, when it comes to visit the pond, there are so many Pomi pond. When I visit to the one more Batubara pond, there are a lot of the Pomi beside the pond. That's why there are some, advanced technology in some, advanced country got their own trying to already tried to electricity generation from the Pomi gas, because the Pomi already got their own the chemical component for the electricity. Person needed the chemical, processing, yeah. So I was going to providing some, upgrading the more high quality, high efficiency, high effectiveness using Pomi bio CNG from the biogas gasification. There are, you just say about there are Pomi biogasification to Pomi bio CNG gasification, yeah. CNG is the compressed natural gas, right? That's why in Korea also got many there are transport vehicle using CNG bus, CNG limousine bus, yeah, and the local bus there are local to local limousine bus. They have to have the CNG buses, CNG vehicle, yeah. So already commercialized in Korea, Seoul. There are neighboring country, Malaysia, also got a successful case in the Pomi bio CNG gasification. So I suggest, why not we make some good example, success case in Sumatra, Pomi bio CNG gasification. This is because, I'm, technology management is my technology commercialization strategy is my major. So I'm not, I'm not fully understand the technical approach to the how to wastewater to the make electricity generation, but the result, the formal case result, the research review and when I visit the survey field survey, I got some much more high effectiveness than there are when you compare to bio CNG and biogas gasification using Pomi. All of the commonalities are using Pomi gas, right?
Thank you very much, Dr. Kim. Now, next question. Anyone from the Zoom room who wants to ask question to the three speakers? No question? Okay, maybe I'm going to ask Mr. Anuraga. I am interested when you say that there is a part of your research that can cure cancer. Can you tell us more about that, Mr. Anuraga? Well, I think Mr. Anuraga is not around. Are you around, Mr. Anuraga? Okay then, I have another question from Professor Muhammad Abdul Razak. It's very interesting when you show us the helmet, and it's right now we really use that kind of equipment. But the question is, how long will it stay? I mean, how long will it be used by the people? Because we do hope that COVID-19 will over soon. Thank you.
Sorry for the question, because the last part is the sound is lagging.
All right. I'm curious about the sustainability of the use of the helmet, sir, because everybody hope that.
Okay.
Can you?
So
can you get that
actually, when we talk about the helmet, it's about the sustainability. Nowadays, we are in the 21st century. Okay, I don't know the question. He talked about the helmet, the concept of the helmet itself, or he talked about the product itself. Okay, I don't know which one it means, but it's okay. I will answer for the two questions. Okay, for example, when we talk now about the concept of the helmet itself, actually we start within this concept since March. Actually, we start to develop with my master students and the drone together, the same concept but two different applications in March. Definitely, every day we can see new technology, new research, new products, because as you know, this is a lot of research. A lot of research is happening. Okay, we can see every day different products. We can see, many people try to support, and a lot of companies working within these things, and you can see every day new product just released in the market. Okay, definitely is not going to the concept, not going to live forever, no, but is going to move on. Actually, there is some we give the concept, we give the starting point, like for example, we open the door for the other researchers to move on, to continue within this research. Okay, the concept is work, it's function, okay, very efficient. But of course, we need to make it, for example, another researcher can make it, okay, we can say this is more accurate.
Singkongnya apa batangnya yang dia kasih? Hah?
Excuse me, will you please mute yourself?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Definitely, we try to maybe can find the lighter weight for the helmet itself, or can improve the battery life inside. Okay, so definitely yes, there is a lot of ongoing research actually. Even for me now, I have another team working with the same helmet to try to improve. We can find what extra things we can add on in this research. Okay, and in terms of the working time for the helmet, okay, the helmet actually we put a battery. It can work around, is rechargeable. The helmet is rechargeable. Okay, so it can work a bit around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Okay, more than that actually. It can work because I tested around 2 hours. It can work. Okay, and there is ongoing also research need to improve it and make it more until to 6 hours. There is ongoing research about the prototyping itself. Okay, I hope I answered the question.
Yes, thank you very much, Prof. Mohammed. So the most important thing is the concept of the helmet, right? Whenever we face another problem, then we apply the concept to solve another problem. Okay, thank you very much. Now, as a moderator, I would like to say we have come to the end of the presentation, the plenary discussion. Then we would like to extend a big thank to the great presenters. It's very nice to have you here, Professor Muhammad Abdul Razak from Management and Science University, and then Dr. Kim Kwang Yang from GPTI, and Dr. Anuraga Jayanegara from IPB University. And gratitude also goes to Professor Bahadur Roji Zarkawi, MSc PhD, for together hosting this international event. And last but not least, we would like also thank all the participants joining these international seminars. And hopefully what we have been discussing today will be beneficial for achieving social prosperities. It is very pleasant to have everyone here, and we hope to see you again in the next international seminars. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wabarakatuh.
Are the agendas we have presenting to you this morning, as we have finished our opening ceremony and plenary session. Coming up to the last session, we are going to have a parallel session. For those who join the parallel session, please be note that our session will be start at 1 o'clock. After break and lunch, you can proceed to your presentation room. We have 6 scoop, AGR 1, AGR 2, AGB, IST, ASC dan FSH serta AGB, AGT. Thank you very much.